Summer is here, and everything you need for adventure is waiting at shockshop.us. Gear up with camping essentials, stylish bathing suits for fun in the sun, reliable generators for every outdoor trip, kayaks, dinghies, and water toys for non-stop excitement. From backyard fun to lakeside escapes, shackshop.us has it all. Shop the summer sale now and save big at shackshop.us.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's fairy tale wedding at Madison Square Garden. Inside the royal wedding of America, New York City has seen its share of historic moments, but few events have transformed the cultural landscape quite like the wedding of pop superstar Taylor Swift and NFL champion Travis Kelce. What unfolded at Madison Square Garden on July 3, 2026, was not just a celebrity wedding. It was a global spectacle that blurred the line between sports, music, and modern mythology. For months, speculation had swirled around whether the couple would actually tie the knot at the iconic venue. Rumors of permits, street closures, and celebrity bookings had fueled a frenzy unlike anything seen since the peak of Swift's Eras Tour era. When confirmation finally came, it arrived not through a press conference, but through glowing arena signage reading the now famous message, "Justin T. married." By nightfall, it was clear. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had officially entered married life in what many are already calling America's royal wedding. A wedding years in the making. The love story between Swift and Kelce began in the summer of 2023 when the Kansas City Chiefs tight end publicly admitted on his podcast that he had attempted, and failed, to give Swift a friendship bracelet with his phone number during her Eras Tour stop at Arrowhead Stadium. What started as a playful anecdote quickly evolved into one of the most closely followed relationships in modern pop culture. By 2024, Swift was regularly seen at NFL games, cheering from luxury boxes alongside Kelce's family. By August 2025, the couple announced their engagement in a private moment that immediately dominated global headlines. Since then, anticipation around their wedding reached a fever pitch. Fans dissected lyrics, red carpet appearances, and even architectural clues in Swift's music videos for hints about the ceremony. Few guessed the final destination would be Madison Square Garden. Why Madison Square Garden? Choosing Madison Square Garden was both symbolic and strategic. Swift has performed at the venue multiple times throughout her career, including during early tours and special appearances. It is a place deeply tied to her rise from country prodigy to global icon. Kelce, meanwhile, represents a different kind of American arena legend. Stadium lights, Super Bowl victories, and a career built under pressure in front of tens of thousands of fans. The Garden, often called the world's most famous arena, became the perfect intersection of their worlds. According to multiple reports, the venue was transformed over several days into a surreal indoor garden space. Hanging floral installations, soft white lighting, and custom-built walkways turned the arena into something closer to a dreamlike botanical cathedral than a sports venue. One guest described it as stepping into a secret version of New York that only exists for one night. Security, secrecy, and strict NDAs. Behind the glamour was a fortress of secrecy. Security around Madison Square Garden was tightened days in advance. Nearby streets were closed, employees were restricted from access, and large sections of the venue were placed under exclusive control of the wedding planning team. Reports indicated that many guests were required to sign strict non-disclosure agreements. Phones were reportedly discouraged or entirely prohibited inside key areas of the celebration. Even union workers at the venue were reportedly escorted out after being accused of attempting to take unauthorized photos during preparations, underscoring just how tightly controlled the event was. The goal was simple: prevent leaks, preserve intimacy, and control one of the most anticipated celebrity weddings of the decade. Despite these efforts, thousands of fans still gathered outside the arena, hoping for a glimpse of the moment history was made. The ceremony. A star-studded affair. While full details remain closely guarded, multiple outlets confirmed key elements of the ceremony. The wedding was officiated by comedian Adam Sandler, a surprise choice that delighted guests and reinforced the couple's playful, unconventional approach to tradition. Taylor Swift was walked into the ceremony space by her brother, Austin Swift, who served as her man of honor. Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, acted as best man. Unlike traditional weddings with large bridal parties, the couple reportedly opted for a simplified structure. No bridesmaids or groomsmen stood in uniform rows, just close family and deeply trusted friends. The ceremony itself featured personal vows written by the couple. Sources describe them as emotional, humorous, and deeply reflective of their shared journey through fame, scrutiny, and long-distance challenges. At one point, Swift reportedly referenced their two very different worlds learning to exist in the same orbit, while Kelce described Swift as the calm inside the loudest stadium in the world. Fashion, Dior, Cartier, and custom elegance fashion played a central role in the wedding's visual identity. Both Swift and Kelce wore custom-designed Christian Dior haute couture outfits, created in collaboration with the fashion house's creative director. Swift's look reportedly blended classic bridal design with subtle nods to her lyrical aesthetic. Soft lines, intricate embroidery, and understated sparkle. Kelce's attire was described as a modern, tailored black and ivory ensemble that balanced athletic structure with formal elegance. Accessories reportedly included Cartier jewelry and custom Christian Louboutin footwear, emphasizing the luxury craftsmanship behind the event. Rather than overwhelming spectacle, stylists aimed for timeless intimacy with stadium-scale execution. The guest list, a who's who of global fame. If the venue was extraordinary, the guest list was equally staggering. Attendees reportedly included a blend of musicians, actors, directors, athletes, and cultural figures. Names circulating in media reports included Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, Bradley Cooper, Hugh Grant, Jennifer Lopez, Steven Spielberg, and Ed Sheeran. The mix reflected Swift's entertainment world and Kelce's sports network merging into a single cultural moment. Inside sources described the atmosphere as surreal but deeply warm, with guests seated across multiple tiers of the transformed arena, all facing a central floral stage. Performances that stunned the crowd. Music naturally became the heartbeat of the evening. Stevie Nicks delivered a live performance that reportedly brought the arena to silence, adding a mystical tone to the celebration. Her presence alone underscored Swift's long-standing admiration for Fleetwood Mac's legacy. But the most talked-about moment came from Paul McCartney. At the reception portion of the event, McCartney performed "I Want to Hold Your Hand," his first public rendition of the Beatles' classic in decades. The performance was described as both nostalgic and symbolic, bridging generations of music history in a single moment. The audience reaction was immediate and emotional, with guests reportedly rising in applause as McCartney finished the song. For many, it became the defining memory of the night. The arena transformation. From sports cathedral to garden fantasy, Madison Square Garden underwent a dramatic transformation. What is typically a roaring arena of basketball games and concerts became a fully immersive floral installation. Hanging greenery cascaded from the ceiling. Pathways were built over seating sections. Soft lighting replaced stadium glare. At the center stood a ceremonial stage surrounded by what guests described as a living garden structure. The design reportedly required days of construction and coordination, involving hundreds of crew members working under strict confidentiality agreements. The result was a space that felt less like New York City and more like a private dream world suspended inside it. The announcement? Just married. Following the ceremony, large digital screens inside and outside Madison Square Garden displayed the message, "Just in T married." The phrase immediately spread across social media, becoming the defining image of the night. Although official photographs remain limited due to strict privacy controls, the announcement itself confirmed what fans had long speculated. The marriage was real. Outside the venue, crowds erupted into cheers as the Empire State Building lit up in celebratory colors, marking the occasion from across the skyline. A cultural moment beyond celebrity. What makes the Swift-Kelce wedding particularly significant is not just the scale, but its cultural reach. Taylor Swift is one of the most influential artists of her generation, while Travis Kelce is among the most visible athletes in the world. Their union represents a rare crossover between two dominant American cultural spheres, music and professional sports. Analysts have already begun referring to the event as a modern royal wedding, not because of monarchy, but because of its symbolic cultural weight. It is a moment where entertainment, media, and public fascination converged in real time. Privacy in a hyper-public world. Despite the massive scale, one of the most notable aspects of the wedding was how carefully it was controlled. No official live broadcast was permitted. Social media posting inside key areas was restricted. Even guests reportedly had limited ability to share real-time updates. This level of control reflects a growing trend among high-profile celebrities seeking to reclaim privacy in an era of constant digital exposure.